Hi, and welcome to Sunday Sit Down with Revolution Fitness. Today we're going to talk a little bit about motivation, how to get it, how to keep it going, maybe where we're missing it in certain parts of our life. I have 8 ways that I like to think about what drives me, what keeps me going. And so for Revolution Fitness members, we're going to go into detail on all of these. For the rest of you who are viewing this and not Rev members, by category, they are listed. For number 1, find your mantra or slogan, words to live by, or your personal vision. Number 2 is to remember your best peak moments. Number 3 is to do less with more. Number 4 is to nip slothfulness in the bud. Number 5 is to get active and get moving. Number 6 is to dream bigger than you think you can. Number 7, use daily motivations and affirmations. And number 8 is to cut yourself some slack. Now, for those of you who are Revolution Fitness members, I am using a few notes, but this is just going to be a talk session, and it should and does feel super casual. And I'm going to talk about my personal experience, how it ties into X Team at Revolution Fitness, and how hopefully it will tie into your life, and you should find ways that you can implement this in your daily life with yourself, with your family, with your X Team, with your friends, however it works. So number 1, find your mantra, slogan, or words to live by, or personal vision. For example, my mantra and my slogan and my personal vision is I live every day for my family, for my friends, to have a strong, purposeful body and to live a strong, purposeful life. Whether that's by faith, whether that's by actions, whether that's by doing something that's physically demanding. Your job every day is to get up, to do something, and to consistently do it better and to grow as a person. That's how I live. You might function differently. Maybe your sole purpose or your sole vision is to live for your child and to make sure that she or he is healthy and balanced and learns, and you know that you can't accomplish that without doing something for yourself. Whatever your personal vision is, whatever drives you, keep it at the forefront. Put it up on a mirror, put it on a fridge, make sure you see it every day, and that every action, every thought, everything you do drives you towards that personal vision. Because if you're not, you're like a boat without a rudder. You're just out there moving around. We should have constant focus on where we want to go and how we're going to get there. Remember your best peak moments. Number 2, it is so hard when you have a kid or you have downtime after training for a half marathon or an Ironman, and you get in a slump. Maybe you don't look your best. Maybe you don't feel your best. Maybe it's after a cold and you lose strength in the gym. You have to remember your best peak moments in your life. Maybe it was having your child. Maybe it was your wedding day when you look great in your dress. Maybe it was 1 year later when you got into fitness and you look better then than you did on your wedding day. Remember those peak moments, and don't necessarily live in the past, but know, I've done it, I can do it again. I can get there, I can stay there. Remember those peak moments. For me, it's my half marathon. 3 years ago, I could not run a half mile. And last November, I ran a half marathon. You can do way more than you are capable of, and you have to remember that you've done it in the past. Number 3, do less with more. This is one of the sort of ambiguous ones, and the goal is to do less stuff and do more things with purpose. We get stuck all day long. Oh, I've got to clean the table off, or I have to dust the counter, or oh, there's that laundry that I have to fold. Do we really have to do those things? I don't know that we really have to do those things. What we have to do is we have to have shelter, we have to eat, we have to have healthy bodies, we have to provide for our families if we have families, or for ourselves. And we have to make sure that we are making time for the things that we want to do. Because if we build a life around things that we have to do, we start building resentment, we start building bitterness. It becomes one more thing on my to-do list. So carve out a happy to-do list of things that we want to do and make a choice, a conscious choice every day. I'm going to do at least one of these things, or I'm going to do 3 of these things, whatever it is, and you will be a more happy, fulfilled person. Number 4, nip slothfulness in the bud. We're all guilty of it. It's cold outside. It's raining. I won't go to the gym today. One day at the gym turns into 2 days not at the gym. Then it's 3 days not at the gym. Recognize what you tell yourself and Stop it as soon as it happens. Oh, well, my legs are tired. Well, how's our upper body? Well, my back's hurting. How are my legs? Oh, I'm a little sick. Will we feel a little bit better if we get in the gym and train and get our heart rate up? These are things you need to ask yourself constantly. Am I doing things to prevent myself from being better? Or is this a legitimate reason why I should not be training, working hard, being with my family? Whatever it is, recognize those signs and stop them as soon as they happen. Write them down if you have to, so that you can see it visually on paper and recognize it when it comes and stop it and say, no, you know what? It's cold. I'll wear an extra jacket. I'm going to go out running. Whatever it takes, do it. Number 5, a little bit about what we just talked about. Getting active. I know from a personal standpoint, and I think that's true with most of us at Revolution Fitness, that when we're not active, and especially when we're not consistently being active, that's when we start to feel that, not just that slothfulness take over, but we start to get a little run down, we start to get a little hard on ourselves, we start to beat ourselves up. Gosh, I can't do this. It's 1 more day I've missed. It's 4 more days I've missed. Try to be active every single day. You're an X team 2 or 3 times a week, or you're training 2 or 3 times a week. We know we have off-day cardio responsibilities. We know that we have an objective to be with our family and do things fun with our friends. That can be an active thing. That can be getting out and hiking. That can be running with a partner. That can be meeting someone as an accountability buddy on the elliptical or the treadmill 3 or 4 days a week outside of the training that you do at the gym. My goal for each and every one of you is to aim for at least 30 minutes of activity. Tennis, swimming, hiking, rock climbing, whatever it is, whatever you love, do it. Get your heart rate up and get out and be with people. That's all I'm suggesting. It leads to mental focus. It can lead to inspiration when you get that 30 minutes every single day to yourself. Maybe you spend time with a girlfriend, boyfriend, man, whatever. But the goal is you have 30 minutes. You can be alone where you think, you process your day, you get your to-do list done. You think about, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Where do I want to be in 3 weeks? Where do I want to be in 3 years? Where do I want to be in 30? It should be this introverted time for yourself, if it can be. Also, number 6, dream bigger than you think you can. Going back to the half marathon, if 3 years ago, if you had said, Nikki, you think you'll ever run a mile? I would have said, no way. There is no stinking way I'm ever going to run a mile, because a half a mile is exhausting and it's draining and I hate every second of it. I was literally a negative Nancy every time my feet hit the pavement. And look at where I was in November, half marathon. Yes, it takes 3 years. Yes, things do not happen overnight, but with consistent hard work, you can progress. And you can get there. And it's this awesome feeling when you dream bigger than you think you can. Don't just say, I want to lose 5 pounds. Say, I want to lose 40 pounds if that's what I have to lose. I want this % body fat. I want to be this strong in the shoulders. I want to be able to do jump squats with weight on my back. Dream bigger than you ever thought imaginable, and I guarantee if you dream big, you'll get there. It's not just about visiting Italy or going to Seattle or going to Las Vegas. Dream big. It's about seeing the world. And you can accomplish that. It just takes steps to get there. And remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. Every single day, do something better than you did the day before. Number 7, using daily affirmations and motivation. You have to believe the things that come out of your mouth. We cannot look in a mirror and say consistently to ourselves, I'm fat, I'm overweight, I don't look good, I'll never amount to anything, I'm stuck in this job. When we say those things, our mind believes them. Our mind will believe the words that come out of our mouth. So you need to look in that mirror and every day say, I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm beautiful. Whatever you feel like your strengths are, you need to shout them out to yourself the first thing when you wake up in the morning. Go to the mirror, look at yourself and say, today, I like my hair, or today I'm going to train hard, or today I'm feeling great, I look beautiful, whatever it is, handsome if you're my man, whatever it is that drives you, I can't even tell you, it's going to set your whole course for the day when you start your day with something positive and uplifting and not something that's negative. You have to believe it. I encourage you every single day, 365 days a year, to keep a journal. Write down daily affirmations. I like my eyes. I like my hair. I like my shoe size. I think it's cute that I have small feet. It can be quirky. It can be serious. You cook well. You dance well. You do push-ups like a beast. Whatever it is, recognize it, say it, and you have to believe it. And last, certainly not least, you got to cut yourself some slack. Because we're not going to live in hero land every single day. I'm not saying that we can't, but you're going to have down days. You're going to have days that you're sick. You're going to have days that you're overwhelmed. You have to be able to say, you know what? Today, this minute, this second, I'm not feeling great, but tomorrow I will. And if you say that and you're positive and you constantly believe it, there's no way that you can't change. There's so much to be said for someone who comes in the gym and lifts weights or does cardio or does the elliptical or participates in all these races or all these events. But there's another thing to be said for someone who's mentally strong and mentally capable and positive, because when your mind gets right, everything else falls into place. If you say that I'm strong, I'm capable, I'm handsome, I'm beautiful, whatever it is, you're going to start feeling that way. You're going to start eating that way because you're going to feel like an athlete. You're going to feel like someone who believes that about their body. You're going to start training harder and smarter and more efficiently. And all of a sudden you're going to look up and that body or that vision you dreamed of is going to be your reality. And then you're going to have another dream to follow. So I encourage you to start building your mantra. Remember in those peak moments, being more purposeful about the day, making sure you schedule time to do things that you want to do. And yes, hopefully, eventually, exercising will be something that you want to do and something that you love and enjoy. Nip slothfulness in the bud. We have way more hours than we think we do. Just think about it. 24 hours, full day. Take off time for sleep. Take off time for work and traveling. Take off time for cooking and for being in the shower and getting ready. Even allot some time for leisure, some downtime at the TV or the computer. Most people still, on average, have 2 to 3 hours left every single day. And on average, we spend 2.2 hours watching TV and 1.7 hours on the internet outside of work time. Just imagine if you put that back into yourself or your family, the things that you could do or accomplish. Getting active. Number 5, get moving, get that body going 30 minutes a day. Dream bigger than you think you can. You never know when you're going to catch that dream. You think things are impossible, but as your body gets stronger, as it gets more agile, as your range of motion increases, as your cardiovascular strength increases and stamina, you accomplish things not just in the gym, but out in life that you never dreamed that you could get. And it's because you set this seemingly unachievable goal and you had something to reach for and you caught it. Use daily motivation affirmations. That was one of my 2013 goals. Every single day I'm going to write something and say something positive about myself. It's not always easy. If it gets hard, ask somebody around you. People see your strengths in you that you do not see in yourself. So please get involved with your family and friends and your ex-team and your coaches and ask them what they see, because I guarantee you they see greatness that you might not see. And last but not least, cut yourself some slack. Live every day a day at a time, but set goals, set parameters, set healthy boundaries, build nutrition plans, set a to-do list, get it done. It sounds so easy, and it can be, but just cut yourself some slack. Maybe we don't get everything in one day. Maybe we don't eat perfectly. The goal is to live a balanced life. That's our ultimate goal in life, is to live a healthy, balanced, fulfilling life. You have to ask yourself, is your life balanced? Are you skewed more towards work than play? Are you skewed more towards work than family? You got to ask yourself those questions. What are your core values? What drives you? What hits you? What are you working towards? And when you figure that out and you do these 8 things and map a course, I have no doubt that you'll get there. I'm grateful to speak with you today. I hope you've learned something. Feel free to ask us questions anytime in the gym or online on Facebook, Revolution Fitness. And thanks for having me, and have a wonderful rest of the week from Revolution Fitness. We love you guys.